Hello and welcome back, people, to more of Let's Play Berserk Millenium Falcon.
Yes.
And now we're, just as before, we don't have anyone with us except for a nice reminder of Puck's presence in our life that will always remain there, and it will somehow regenerate itself over time, just like Puck does.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's just pocket lint?
Belly button lint.
Ah.
He's that kind of he's that kind of orc, we'll say.
Guts just occasionally he's just like, ugh, things feel weird. He just like checks the stuff. He's like, how the hell? How does it get there?
How did it get there?
It's the same situation with like crossbow bolts and arm cannon ammo and knives. They just kind of grow back.
He's just sitting there out of ammo. He's like scratching his nose with his cannon arm. All of a sudden, just an arrow just like loads itself and very nearly pierces him. He's just like,
I guess it was already a whole minute.
Yes.
But an interesting thing I found out about the crossbow in particular, it will not reload like at all until you completely get rid of everything.
huh?
Like until you use up all of the ammo from the round, it will not regenerate at all.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like for all of the other, it's unique to the crossbow because all of the other weapons are just like, you use it once and then you need to wait until it regenerates. But with crossbow you can start using it, stop using it, start using it, stop using it. However, you can just have it at like 1% of ammo left, and nothing will grow back. Which honestly really isn't that bad, but I actually just left it be like that for the sake of actually figuring out how it works, how they did that.
So mazes and monsters is a far out game. Swords, maiming, killing, poison.
Thankfully, poison isn't a thing here.
You see, there are like 5 people who are gonna watch this. I don't get what I was quoting, and I technically quoted it wrong, but still.
Failure.
Yeah. So wait, was that a monster that had a huge dick with an eyeball at the end?
Everything here has a huge eyeball on a dick on the end.
How do you know that?
Well, there is the encyclopedia.
And mine stopped.
Mine too.
The hell?
And it's back.
And now it's
Mine
going.
resumed,
Okay,
yeah.
forget it then. I guess we're going.
I'm going to just put a picture of a kitten or something like that there.
Put a
might have been-
picture of King Gainer.
It might have been me. My browser froze for a little bit, but it's back to normal now.
It was for us all.
Yeah.
But what was I talking about before it froze?
How you somehow know that
encyclopedia.
everything has a giant dick with an eyeball.
Oh yeah, like you have an encyclopedia of all of the monsters and all of the people, and it has all of the models, and you can zoom them in and stuff like that. All of them
So
are
even the
really.
humans have giant eyeball dicks. Is what you mean.
I mean, yeah, of course.
What do you mean makes sense?
You don't, Stan?
No.
Also, about making sense, here is something I actually found out in this location that I was kind of testing out. Like the bloodstains on your sword actually are based off of the kind of blood that you sliced on the last. And they actually mix and match together. So for example, you can have the red and the green blood stains at the same time.
So if you get red blood stains and blue blood stains, does it become purple?
No, it becomes beetles.
Oh. I love how they're showing us screens from the very start of the game. I know I said that before, but still.
Alright, so this fight is actually, from what I remember... Yeah, this fight is pretty unique. I think it's the last one we actually get to... we actually fight with the with these guys. And also the first one you fight with Casca.
It's like a metaphor for their first night together.
Speaking of that, actually, that's something I actually really liked about Casca's design, both in like in the anime. I don't know if the manga is exactly the same, but I assume it's exactly the same. But like the whole thing about her, like, she doesn't have a special armor that has pronounced boobs or anything like that.
Right.
Which, considering the medium, is pretty rare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
as far as I
like,
was just gonna say is, sorry.
Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, as far as I've seen, in comparison to the anime and the manga, yeah, her design and costume is more or less the same.
Yeah, like they never really tried to emphasize that she's supposed to be the fan service. They never even tried, even though there was obvious sexuality in it.
Right.
And in fact, like at the very beginning in both the movies and the anime, you don't even know that that Casca is actually a female. And in fact, it's not really important to her as a character. Well, no. It's not a defining character trait for her, so to say. Oh wait, I think this is a different fight. Nah, we're still going to get one more fight with these guys later on.
Is it Carcass or Corcus? Or is it Corcus's carcass that we're going to be seeing soon?
Yeah,
supposed
actually,
to be,
Where's the Quercus Alpha?
I actually wanted to insult Carcass with killing him with knives and crossbows and things like that, but it didn't work. It didn't work.
It's hard to beat the Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's the part of why the knives are so terrible?
さすがだな。
Or do you even have something so weak when one of your swings is generally a one-hit kill on basically any type of enemy?
俺も鷹だ。
Yeah, he doesn't even get the line. Pippin just kind of takes it over.
ピピやめろ。
強いな。
Also something I remember, I don't remember if I mentioned or not. The Hawk Squad, like the other members, are the only enemies in the game that you don't slice open.
Yeah.
Well, go figure.
グリフィスが夢を果たすために私を捧げたのだとしても構わない。私は誇りに思うわ。下がっておいで、メリーエン。
あの館からずっとつけてきたのはてめえか。この妙な茶番も。
よく気がついたね。そうさ、僕は人の思いを形にできる。あなたが見ていたものはあなたの心の奥底に潜む悪夢。もっとも傍からは影のようにしか見えないのだけれど、見物だったよ。
まどろっこしい真似しやがって。
逃がしはしないよ、僕の館を。僕の世界をかき消したあなたを。
そうか。あの影たちは。
もう何年も前、もう何年も前、館は野党どもの襲撃で焼け落ちた。幼い僕と妹だけが生き延びた。そして廃墟の中、これを見つけたんだ。
So sad.
But yeah, this little dude is basically the source of all of our
こ
misfortune.
れがなんだか知ってるの？
Well, most of the misfortune. Pretty much everything having to do with remembering the past,
そいつを使ってこの力を手に入れたって。
or at least having illusions and stuff like that.
野党どもに復讐するために。
But the kid is just an asshole. He's really a real asshole.
Well, you know, him being the source of all the bullshit already
それで
labels
何
him
が
as that.
残るの？
Nah, but I mean his reasoning is just...
そんなことしたって失ったものは戻り。
But he gets a very fitting punishment, which
それに僕
makes up for everything.
守らなければならないも
Does
の
he
が
get punched in the dingus?
僕に
worse.
一つ残された憎し
Oh my.
み。妹メリー
Though
Does
we
he,
do
does he get
get
sent to the corner?
力を使って
Time out?
Almost as bad as that.
We send him to the Shadow Realm.
We're
that's going
already in the Shadow Realm, thank you very much.
Yeah, that's a good point. Never mind.
Okay, so at least it's not as cruel as giving him a timeout in the corner. I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
うん
が家を焼き散らした時と突然意味もなく僕の世界を踏み砕く。あなたもまたくだらない世界だ。現実という世界だ。
Ellipsis.
でもたった一つそれを取り戻す方法がある。それは逆に僕の世界を消したものを消し去ること。現実
Good luck.
という毒で犯したあなたという存在をこの世からまっさら
kid, my
にするこ
sword
と
is
だ。
bigger than you.
Twice.
僕はもう一度あの何の恐れもない日々を手に入れ
Sunny, have you seen the weather ever in your country?
Seriously, there isn't a sun here.
Never. In any case, he's a pretty easy boss fight. He fires a lot of projectiles. There is one which is pretty annoying, which reverses your controls. But other than that, there isn't much notable. Also, one thing, he teleports all the time. He loves teleporting. Just like Ganon from the Zelda cartoon.
Of course.
The one that actually makes your controls go haywire. I believe it's like darker color than yeah, it's this one. I don't know what happened there. I really don't. This never happens again ever.
I love how with each slice you take off like what, a fourth of health, something like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, have you seen the size of this sword?
And the size of that kid.
Exactly.
There's quite a difference there.
The forward slice with the whatchamacallit, targeting attack seems to be most effective against him. He teleports the least against those because of the reach, but if he skips, it doesn't matter if you're even like slicing through him. Skipping is basically like it's basically invincibility.
I like you're running him through with like just an enormous greatsword.
Yeah, I mean,
Just ow.
it's like all of my fantasies about killing children from Drakengard. I mean, many people do compare this game to Drakengard, except you only have the ultimate weapon that nobody uses.
You know, I wonder. Was the Dragon Slayer ever a weapon in? Well, I was gonna say I wonder if it was a great sword in Monster Hunter, but I'm pretty sure the Iron Line looks almost identical to it.
There are a lot of games and a lot of other media that took inspiration from the Dragon Slayer.
Or
Like
outright,
Valkyrie profile.
yeah, or outright
Yes.
used it.
Yeah, exactly, like Valkyrie profile.
諦めないぞ僕は必ず復讐して恨みを晴らしたそれで何が残る虚しいだけじゃないか
抜かしやがる。急がねえと。
Noise.
Yeah, it's good. I love the end the cutscene sting. It's like, you know, you can actually control your character when you hear the sting.
Yeah.
Gotta love over the top acting.
It fits the character.
Mm-hmm.
That's anime for you.
When you're that
Exactly.
angry all the time.
I think in the Japanese versions of the movie, they recast everybody.
No, I think they actually use the original voice actors.
I know for the English version they did, but I'm pretty sure for the Japanese version they got new people.
Well, wasn't it the other way around?
No, I don't think so.
Because I
The
know
English
that
version kind of has the same people from the show.
I know for a fact that this game actually uses all of the original voice actors from the Japanese version of the anime.
Yeah.
At least, you know, for the people that were actually in the anime.
Right.
So, sadly, well, no, actually, they needed to find someone especially for Puck.
Right.
And in my opinion, they did a fantastic job.